This is a series of location photo soundbites that should be used in conjunction with my soundbites discussing technique. Currently there are 15. See my YouTube channel or the tuition page on my website www.derekforce.com. I have often stressed the importance of weather forecasting in landscape photography. The simple ability, yes, simple, to arrive at an attractive location at the right time and not when it is a howling gale. Of course, this is not always possible, but don't be fooled into thinking that a super-duper camera and photo technique oozing from your fingertips and elsewhere is going to save the inept photographer. To howls of derision, I could suggest that a smartphone is quite capable of photographing a landscape with the right sort of sun. What a pity it ousted the superior compact camera. Perhaps it will make a comeback if it could make a telephone call and had internet connection. When running a photographic holiday, I am locked into whatever the weather dishes up. Flexibility is the key word, as Plan B may have to be implemented quickly. This can only be achieved with an in-depth knowledge of the area by taking the group to a location suitable for wet weather photography and on the spur of the moment, such as a waterfall. On a recent visit to the Lake District, I was lucky. The plan was Scout Scar near Kendal at sundown, prefaced first by a visit to Ridewater and Windermere, where the lighting was quite decent, but not with the excellence to come. Scout Scar is a limestone ridge west of Kendal, just within the Lake District National Park. You will find it on Ordnance Survey Land Ranger Map 97, Kendal and Morecambe, and is best approached from Kendal Town Centre. There is a car park, crossroad to gate and ascend ridge on a clear, easy path. My timing was perfect, and before I knew it, my group were leaping about all over the place. There was no stopping them. They were confronted by a classic view that stretched more than 180 degrees from Morecambe Bay to the Howgills, and with any quality mainstream camera you could do no wrong, provided of course you also had knowledge of traditional photography. A low westering sun casts shadows, but here they are a feature, lifting the scene beyond picture postcard. I never trust matrix metering. It could be doing anything, and because of the huge exposure difference between highlights and shadows, it is best to spot meter the former, much easier to judge with an electronic finder. The camera I use locks exposure when the shutter button is half depressed. There is no need to press the AEL button. Very convenient for speed. Yes, the lighting creating the magic can disappear quickly. This also locks focusing, but as most of the view is infinity, this is not a problem. If foreground interest is an integral part of composition, detach autofocus and focus manually. After saving to RAW, I lighten shadows in Lightroom or Photoshop, and whilst white balance can be changed, I set it in camera to either the daylight symbol or cloudy, which warms colours may be too much for some tastes. I don't muck about with ISO. There is still plenty of light to keep it at 200 for optimum performance. I might be tempted to shoot into the light with the sun in view. I use a small aperture, possibly f22, to reduce flare, even at the risk of losing quality through diffraction, which I regard as the lesser of the two evils. When leading a photographic party, you don't drag them away when everything is going well. We stayed for well over an hour until sunset, which didn't quite turn out as hoped. Nevertheless, everyone returned to the hotel with more than a feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment, achieved simply by being in the right place at the right time, plus a smattering of photo technique.